Harriet Tubman was a powerful woman, a short woman. According to the report I read, she was about 5 feet tall, short and powerful, unselfish, and she listened to the inner voice within her. You could tell by her look she was a serious woman. In all her pictures, you don't see her smiling. You could see her with a serious look. Black woman. She made 13 trips to the South. Even after she escaping had her freedom, she risked it in order to save about 70 of her people. Even before the Civil War. And during the Civil War, she served as a spy. She died in 1913 at the age of 91. That was just about only 17 years before I was born. I was born in 1940. So that's recently. That's only 17 years. That's like the age of a teenager. A young teenager. 17 years before I was born, she passed away in 1913. So that's recent. Her spirit was still, the effect of her soul, herself, was still lingering around in the atmosphere when I was born. The same as Sojourner Truth. Sojourner Truth, she passed away in 1897 or 1893, one of the two. But that was only about 43 years before I was born. So that's the reasoning. In fact, I was born just 75 years after slavery ended. So all those time was recent, 75 years, and some slaves were still around, especially the slaves who lived a long life of 80, 90, and some over 100 in 1940. So there were slaves around when I was born, and certainly, perhaps millions whose parents were slaves. So that's a recent time. It wasn't a long time. Just 75 years before I was born, slavery ended. In 1965, I was born in 1940. So we got to remember those things, and we are coming up out of that era of slavery. And those fighters, strong women that fight, like Sojourner Truth. So we got to respect our black women. So Sojourner Truth was about 6 feet tall. She was lanky. And she was determined. And Harriet Tubman, a similar way, because she was 5 feet. And powerful and determined. And you can see in both of the pictures, they have a serious look. That's maybe where the song comes from, saying, I'm not going to let anyone turn me around. They live out that dictate. There was focus and one-minded, and not like people that are double-minded, but they was determined. It was focused. They had a vision. They listened to the voice within them, leading them.